Welcome to Six Sigma Black Belt, Course 2, Module 2, Team Facilitation. Module 2, Lesson 2, Ensuring Creative Teams. Creativity is key to effective problem solving and continuous improvement. Without it, nothing will ever change. This lesson will discuss ways to maximize team creativity. First, what does it mean for a team to be creative? Creativity is defined as the development of novel solutions to perceived problems. It requires the ability to combine ideas in unique ways or to make unusual associations between ideas. This is exactly what we need from our Six Sigma teams because it's likely that all of the obvious solutions will have already been tried and failed, or the problem would not still be around for a Six Sigma team to work on. Process improvement only occurs when we think about problems differently than we did in the past. Otherwise, we'll just keep trying the same things over and over and over, and nothing will ever change. In the words of Albert Einstein, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Unfortunately, most organizations tend to follow the same paths and ideas they've always followed. So teams often struggle to break away from past practices in order to be more creative. And to make matters worse, their efforts at creative solutions are often hampered by comments like, "We're just not ready for that," or "It's not practical," or even, "Well, that's not the way we do it here." It's therefore important for team leaders to do all that they can to monitor and enhance creativity on their Six Sigma teams. And they need to know what to look for as they do this. Creative teams often share certain characteristics, such as a tolerance of risk. Creative teams are encouraged to experiment without fear of the consequences of failure. Mistakes are treated as learning opportunities. Creative teams also typically have low external controls. Rules, regulations, policies, and other similar controls are kept to a minimum on creative teams. In addition, ambiguity is accepted on creative teams. Too much emphasis on objectivity and specificity can constrain creativity, especially during the initial stages of idea generation. Creative teams are tolerant of conflict. Diversity of opinions is encouraged in creative teams as long as it remains constructive. Harmony and agreement between individuals are not assumed to be evidence of high performance. Creative teams are also tolerant of the impractical. Individuals who offer impractical or even seemingly foolish answers to questions are not stifled on creative teams. What seems impractical at first just might lead to the best, most innovative solutions. Creative teams focus on the end rather than on the means. Goals are clear on creative teams, and team members are encouraged to consider alternative routes toward their attainment. Focusing on end goals rather than on how to get there suggests that there just might be several right answers to any given problem. Finally, creative teams communicate effectively in all directions. The free flow of communication facilitates the cross-fertilization of ideas and increases creativity. Fortunately, there are lots of things leaders can do to help stimulate their team's creativity. For example, they can teach the team how to innovate. Ask your team to find new uses for everyday office items such as 10 new uses for a staple remover, and then have them share their ideas during a group meeting. Use tools designed to stimulate creativity such as brainstorming, mind mapping, TRIZ, storyboards, paired comparisons, Ishikawa diagrams, and SWOT analysis to provide methodologies that will help stimulate and focus team creativity. Team leaders can stimulate creativity by keeping their team focused on clear team objectives. This can be done by regularly referring to the team's charter and goals. A common focus on clear objectives is critical for many aspects of productive project teams, not just creativity. In addition, team leaders can help improve creativity by connecting the project with bigger picture company objectives that are known to produce value for the organization and its customers. They can also help by ensuring an atmosphere of safety, trust, and respect, and by encouraging multiple perspectives and diverse viewpoints. Making ideas visible and tangible by drawing diagrams so that everyone can see what is meant can also help. A picture is often worth 1,000 words. Leaders can also try coaching to reinforce a collaborative culture. Ask open-ended questions like why or why not, what if, what else, or how might we? Making collaboration fun and celebrating milestone completions will also help improve team creativity. We know that relaxed teams who are having fun are more productive, but they are also more creative. Finally, be sure to capture your team's best practices and mistakes for others to learn from. Share what worked and what didn't work with others in your organization so that future Six Sigma teams can learn from your team's experiences and be more creative and productive as a result. Creative Six Sigma teams will be able to generate new and effective ideas from new ways of thinking, which is the only way to ensure process and performance improvement. In the next module, we will discuss how to hold effective team meetings so that everyone's time is well spent and the project stays on schedule.